Where are we going?
We're about to go movies now.
Do not take your kids to watch this movie.
I like magic.
What the fuck did we just watch?
Half of the fucking movie is about the Joker.
Huh?
But yeah, it's a decent movie.
Today's the day, the Suicide Squad. And I'm seeing with my own Suicide Squad. We got Coach J. AJ Cosmic's running a little late because he's got, you know, amnesia in his 20s. So, we'll see how it goes. You excited?
Let's do it.
Please don't kill Polka Dot Man or Harley Quinn, and I'll be very, very sad, James Gunn. All right, we've been out of the theater for a few hours, and this film was awesome. I dug it, but the boys, my own Suicide Squad, came to watch with me, so I want to hear their takes first. Coach J.
That was phenomenal.
Did you like how it ended?
It's a pretty good one.
Okay. Would you, I think this is the best superhero film since Endgame. Would you concur with that notion? Better than Wonder Woman, 84. Better than Spider-Man Far From Home.
So I'm gonna like just stop you there.
Wait a minute. No,
Oh,
don't
wait.
you hate on Spider-Man like that.
Oh.
I feel like Spider-Man gave us the best ending compared to Suicide Squad, first of all.
What?
Gave us the best transition over to the next film.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Okay.
Probably the second best DC movie.
From the
So
new
far.
ones. From the
So
new
far.
ones. Not counting Christopher Nolan's trilogy. Like just out of the new ones. From Man of Steel onward.
Yeah.
I can see that. I think it's the best.
What about Dark Knight?
That's
Man of Steel onwards.
Oh, Dark Knight was before Man of
that's
Steel?
Christopher Nolan.
Really?
I think the best one was the Snyder Cut. in my
Okay.
opinion.
That's fair.
This one is definitely second.
That's valid. Okay. So what would you rank it out of 10?
Out of 10?
Yeah.
I think I'll give it like a solid 9. Solid 9. I think it was a nice mix between Guardians of the Galaxy and John Wick. I'll leave it at that.
Beautiful. Oh, he made it. In time, as the trailer was ending. The last trailer was ending.
Yeah, and I was able to get an IC on the way in. I had enough time.
Wow. Sir, what did you think of the film?
I like the goriness. It kind of gives it a sense of like what?
No, I'm laughing at
I actually liked it. It kind of
Yeah.
like it's one of those movies that you feel like it's for a family to see but not to see.
Oh.
Like, you know when someone kills somebody and then they kind of turn the camera to the side and doesn't show exactly what happened?
Censorship, yeah.
This does the complete opposite.
It's like, oh, you want to see these actors go full on with these characters? Brain
much, like-
splattered and
Yeah, it's got it all as far as like how you can kill someone, how many ways you can kind of kill somebody.
That's
like,
why I said it's a mix between Guardians of the Galaxy and John Wick.
Yeah,
Yep.
like people get torn apart, people get freaking eaten, people get
num num.
yeah, num. Actually, the shark did a pretty good job. I actually got confused. I don't really know the shark very well in the DC universe.
King Shark.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I really don't know him super well, but he was like a pretty good character to have in the squad actually. Like,
Is that was he your favorite character? I love the shorts they gave.
honestly, I would not say he's. I honestly think still Harley Quinn would be like my favorite out of everybody. She's like that one that's like super freaking crazy but still deadly. Like it's just.
You want to see what she does?
Well, it's the fact that like she got tortured and still like it. She still ended up fighting right after. Like
You said you were impressed with her action after she got.
yeah, she was very good with her. But yeah, I like the movie. It was a very good movie.
Out of 10, rank it.
Out of 10, like best of like all time, or am I rating it based on a certain category?
Just on itself.
On itself.
Yeah. He gave it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd probably give it. I'd probably give it a 9 as well. I feel like if I were to go any lower, it'd be like why. Like I like the movie a lot. I'd actually watch it again.
Okay.
Wouldn't pay to watch it again, but I'd watch it again.
We didn't mention that before AJ joined us, we saw a nun or a mother.
What?
theater to watch the Suicide Squad, dude.
I bet she's just praying for everybody that's in the theater and everybody who made the movie. Like, may God have mercy on your soul. I bet she was just there to save lives, not even watch the movie. She just had her aiming it at everybody, you know.
She probably had a little water gun full of holy water and was just
Just started squirting everybody around her, some shit like
It's
that.
part of the experience, the movie experience. You're gonna feel the water instead of blood.
It's gonna splatter. It's gonna get on your face.
That was shocking. We saw that and we're like, oh, did we just see that? Is that a nun walking into movie theater? And like,
I'd hate to see that in the Nun Part 2. Sure, if I see a nun walk in while I'm watching that movie, I'm out.
I will go more into depth in just a bit, but these gentlemen are part of my own Suicide Squad. And they would very much go in full-on costume. I don't know what characters we would dress up as. They'd be very obscure characters. Now to my turn. I effing love this movie. I think it's my second favorite of his. I think still Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 is the first one, and then it's this one, and then Volume 2. And I haven't seen his older ones prior to superhero films, but I'll check those out eventually. I had so much fun. I think the guy said it best. It was a mix of John Wick, a little bit of vibes of the Guardians films, but not really for me. More Inglourious Bastards, Dirty Dozen, and yet he took very obscure characters from the DC and made them lovable. I mean, Polka Dot Man. Again, spoilers. Stuff went south. I felt bad and sad, and I was like, oh my gosh, I felt bad. And to me, the heart of the film is man, it's hard to pick. All of them are great. My three favorite were probably Ratcatcher 2, Polka Dot Man, and Tobias, aka Bloodsport. They were phenomenal, and I love the angle of Rick Flag versus Peacemaker and what that means. Viola Davis as Amanda Waller is as ruthless as she can get, and I think this version of hers is perfect. This is the one I remember from the animated series and from what some of the cartoons or comics I've read. John Cena's Peacemaker, I kind of know why now James Gunn wanted to tackle that character more with his own show, and I'm interested to see where he goes with that character, especially how this film ends and what that will do. And King Shark was hysterical and compelling. I knew that a lot of these people, when they said don't get too attached, I'm like, yeah, I know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be like, argh. I was surprised by Captain Boomerang and Rick Flag. That I thought those were some of the originals. Please don't do this to me. And then he did it, and it's wow. And the fact that, I mean, it's part of the angle with this film, the theme about the U.S.'s approach in terms of other countries, foreign countries, or international incidents, and how they deal with it, and how they're trying to do cover-ups. And I thought that was so brilliant. I'm like, you using the Suicide Squad with obscure DC characters, supervillains, to talk about this, that it's happened in the history of the U.S., and I thought that was so compelling and fascinating with that angle. I didn't hear about that in the reviews except for one a person that I was just like, he's gonna tackle that theme or that topic in this film? No way. And I saw the film and now I've seen it twice. I'm like, he really did, and I commend him for that, because that's ballsy, and that's a very Oliver Stone kind of twist meets, you know, the rogues gallery of DC supervillains that are not worldwide known. But I think after the great performances by David Dastmalchian, I am blanking on the actor's name. I am so sorry. But Melchior, I believe she's Brazilian. As Ratcatcher 2, as Cleo. And Idris Elba's angle in this film as a father, and how he starts off and where he ends off in this film is just beautiful. And Margot as Harley, again, just another layer we get to see of this character that I've known since I was a kid, and the actions that she does mostly, and what James Gunn does with this film in action is just stupendous. The cinematography is well done. There's some like zoom in shots that felt like, I haven't played the game, but felt from what I've seen in terms of YouTube stuff, felt like Metal Gear Solid, where it's like moves then zooms in. Especially during the beach, during the opening sequences, the first act, I should say, or the first mission, the start of the beach with the first team of the Suicide Squad. I thought that was remind me of that. Folsom Prison Blues as a starting off song. I love that. I was just shaking in my chair in the seat. I was just like humming to Johnny Cash, and then it starts on Savant. Brilliant. It's amazing that you look at all these comic books that I have, and we do get an Ostrander cameo, who's this good dog, and when he inserts the explosive devices, very much like Escape from New York. But you see these comic books that I own, and it's like James Gunn said, let me take a look at those. What about something that I think it's an interesting topic to bring in, and let me take out iconography and imagery between these comic books, and let's show them, let's talk about some stuff, and yet make these guys compelling that they've done bad stuff. But you know, that's what Loki said, not all good men are good, and not all bad men are bad. And the fact that the good guys and the film are doing bad stuff and covering it up, and then they send bad guys to do the bidding, and the bad guys end up doing good. That's something that I appreciate. And Alice Braga, I believe the actor's name is Soloria, the freedom fighter leader. She's great. I've loved seeing her since I Am Legend and Predators. I'm still two showings already in a row, and I'm still dazzled by this film. And I do want to get this poster, very Dirty Dozen poster, on my wall as soon as possible. So I'll be going in searching if I can find one for a good price. This is a great film, and it's a great superhero film on top of that, in my opinion. The most critique I can give of it is probably pacing. The first time I saw it, I felt a 2 hour mark, 2 hour and 16 minutes. I felt that. Now, I'm okay staying in that period, in that atmosphere, in that world, but I did feel 2 hours and 16 minutes, I believe, is the runtime. Now in my second showing, the first hour, at least after they get off of the bar from getting Thinker, so Peter Capaldi, we got Peter Capaldi as a Thinker. I just said that. Peter Capaldi, Doctor Who Thinker. But after that sequence of the bar, and then meeting up with him in the Jeep and that stuff, that up from the beginning to it went smoothly. But I in some ways you do feel, in some ways you don't. But I had so much fun, and it's up there. I think, I don't know where to rank them in terms of all superheroes in general, but it's probably my favorite DC film out of the DC Extended Universe. It's up there with Wonder Woman and the Snyder Cut. Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's up there, top 3. But I think for right now, Suicide Squad is the one I'm thinking about the most, and the one I've liked the most. We got Starro the Conqueror. We got a space starfish. The movie ends with the final act: Suicide Squad versus Starro the Conqueror, a kaiju movie. James Gunn, you are a genius. That was our thoughts on the Suicide Squad. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button. Subscribe for more content that'll be coming down the way. Post your comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.